Hello people, in this video I will be showing how you can answer these types of question. A few times this question have been asked, and yes, many students they mostly miss out 1 or 2 marks. So you need to keep sure that what are the exact points that you need to write. So basically, as it is a velocity time graph, and the gradient of the velocity time graph represents acceleration. So basically what is happening here, the gradient slowly increases and then it decreases. How you can simply figure out that whether the gradient is increasing or decreasing. So here's the thing, if the graph tends to go vertical, the gradient increases, and if the graph goes horizontal, the gradient decreases. Okay, so here is the thing. So let's start. You have to explain the shape of the graph. So how you can simply explain? So basically I've divided the graph into 3 parts, so it will be easy for you to explain. So in the first part A, basically what happens is when a car is moving, initially the force due to the engine is greater than the air resistance, and the other vertical forces like the weight and the total normal reaction force are equal. So we can see the horizontal forces are not balanced. The force due to engine is greater than the air resistance. As a result, we have resultant force in the forward direction, and due to this force we have an acceleration. As you can see, the force due to engine is greater than the air resistance, so since we have a resultant force, the car accelerates. That's the case of part A. In case of part B, you can see that the force of engine is still greater, but since it was accelerating, means the speed was increasing, the air resistance increased a bit from the previous case. You can see the air resistance is a bit small, and in part B the air resistance has increased, but still the force due to engine is greater. So as the velocity increases, air resistance increases, resultant force decreases. Resultant force, previously it was a bit more, now it has decreased. So we now have a lower rate of acceleration. So since the gradient of velocity time graph represents acceleration, the gradient decreases, and thus the acceleration has also decreased. In case of part C, you can see the graph has reached something about horizontal. It means the car is moving at a constant speed. But why? Because the air resistance has increased, and it has increased to a point where it became equal to the force due to the engine. The force due to the engine is balanced by the air resistance. Now the car travels with a constant velocity. So now you can see, since both the forces got balanced, the car is now traveling with a constant velocity. So actually it was very easy. So let's give a review. Initially what happened is the force due to engine is greater and the air resistance was a bit smaller. So we have a bigger forward force. So due to that force, the car accelerates, and you can see the gradient increases. But since the air resistance increases, the resultant forward force decreases, and thus the acceleration decreases, and so the gradient is decreasing. And the air resistance continues to increase because you are still accelerating, whether at a lower rate or at a higher rate, but you are still accelerating. So since you are accelerating, so the air resistance will increase since your speed is increasing due to the acceleration, and air resistance increases to a point where it became equal to the force due to the engine. As a result, the horizontal forces are balanced and the car travels with a constant velocity. I hope this video was helpful. Thank you.